Good morning, class 5 children. I hope you all are fine and continuing with your studies. I hope you have started studying because it is very good to complete your work daily on a daily basis. Okay, so yesterday we had started the chapter number 1, that is evolution of computers, and today we will continue with it. We have already discussed these topics in our online class, and if you were not unable to attend or if you have missed out something, then you can watch this video. So today I am starting from page number 7, census machine. A mathematician, Dr. Hermann Hollerith, built a device later known as census tabulating machine. It was first used to tabulate census data in 1980. Dr. Hollerith used the concept of Jacques card. He later on founded the tabulating machine company named IBM, that is International Business Machine. Means we are talking about census machine which was developed by Dr. Hermann Hollerith. He was responsible for developing a device known as a census tabulating machine in which census data was tabulated. Means census data is like every year or every 2 years the government decides to find out the data related to the population. Means how many people are born, how many are dead, in which family, how many people are there, in which locality, how the number of people are there, what is the number of people, and then they are categorized according to various categories. Okay, so that data is known as census data. And this tabulating machine which was developed, it was developed in 1980, in which the concept of Jacques card was used. He later on founded the tabulating machine company. He was responsible for the development of for the foundation of the company, that is IBM. We still know this IBM, and it is a very big company in which many children or many students who pursue computer studies aim to get a job. Okay, so it is the company is known as IBM and its full form is International Business Machine. Now we will move on to classification of computers. Means there are different generation of computers and we will study about those generations. Classification of computers. First generation computer, that is 1947 to 1956. Okay, it was developed, it is from these years, it belonged to these years, and let's see what was done in these years. In the early years of 20th century, the first electronic computer was developed. Means the first electronic means the computer which needed electricity to work was developed. It was named Mark I. Its length was about 15 meters. Means it was a big computer. Children, in the earlier times, or when the computers were still in the developing stage, they used to be of very big size. Means they were huge in length, breadth, height, and even in the weight they were very bulky. So please remember this fact. Now ENIAC or ENIAC, electronic numerical integrator and computer. Please underline and learn this. Okay, was the most popular computer of this generation. Its weight was approximately 27 tons. Means this was the most popular computer of that generation, of the first generation of computer, and its weight is 27 tons. If you see here, the weight is measured mentioned 27 tons, and here the weight is measured of the same machine as 30 tons. Okay, and the particular year is also mentioned, so you need to remember this, and in the weight category you can write 30 or 27, both are correct, no problem. Fine. Second generation computers, 1956 to 1964. if you see, this time period was long, but this time period is little bit shorter. Okay. Now, second generation computers contained all the essential parts of a modern computer. They were smaller in size than the first generation computers. Languages such as COBOL and Fortran were used during this period. Means, as the generation progressed, the size of the computer decreased. Okay, because the advancements was done, and that is why the size was decreased. Okay, children. Now, third generation computer 1964 to 1971. New devices like scanner, magnetic ink character reader came into use during this period. Memories had large capacities to store data and information. Operating system was also used in this computer. So what changed in the third generation computer? New devices were used like scanner, MICR, that is magnetic ink character reader, were used. Memories had large capacities to store data and information. Means memory, the memory capabilities was enhanced, and operating system was also used in those computers. Now I am on page number 8. Fourth generation computer. It was from 1971 to 1982. These computers have extremely large memories. They have improved storage devices. Computers can be linked together so that they can share information. Means they were having very large memories. Means if you compare the computer from the earlier times to now, their size have decreased, but their memory capabilities have increased tremendously in a very big way, because now they can store large amount of data which can be retrieved later on for our use. They have improved storage devices. Means the storage, obviously the storage devices was improved, and now they can be linked together. Means they can form a network during this time frame. Now fifth generation computer is from 1982 onwards till now. The computers of this period have an extremely large storage capacities. As I told you, they are able to make accurate decisions. In true sense, this generation is an age of supercomputers. Means large storage capacities, they are able to make very accurate decisions, and we can say that this is the age of supercomputers. So here you can see these kind of computers. This is from fourth generation and this is from fifth generation. Now, do you know Param and Anurag are the names of supercomputers which were made in India? Means these are the two supercomputers, and after that also the development is still going on, so we can hear about other supercomputers as well. Computer manners: do not put heavy weight on your floppy disks or compact disks. These can be damaged by the action. Compact disk is this circular, and floppy disk was used to be of the rectangular shape. So we should not put heavy weight, or we should not keep them also in those spaces where dust is there or uneven spaces there, because it will harm them. Okay, so today we will do till here, and now we shall meet next week. Bye bye. Please read the chapter till here. Okay children, again. Bye.